to be the nurse practitioner student that's doing your interview today. I'm just going to be going through a series of questions to kind of ask you about your past medical history and psychiatric history. During this time, I'm going to be taking some notes just to gather information on you. It may take me around 20 to 25 minutes, and I just want to let you know that everything that we talk about today is going to remain confidential unless you give me any information that leads me to believe that you want to harm yourself or others. Okay, so what brings you in today?
Anxiety.
Okay, and then when did you start feeling anxiety?
It's probably been always there, but I think recently it's gotten worse to where it's starting to affect me, and that's why I came in today.
Has anything happened in your life that would cause you to start feeling this anxiety?
I think it probably started getting worse when my husband was diagnosed with cancer.
Okay. And then does this anxiety happen every day, or are there certain things that trigger it?
So I think a lot of my job makes it worse. So not while I'm at work, but when I come home, I get anxious and feel very stressed. And then that's when I start feeling like a lot of anxiety.
Okay.
When I finally come home and I can't relax.
And when you talk about this anxiety where you can't relax, what exactly does that feel like for you? Like, are you having any other symptoms with that?
I can't have pain or anything, but sometimes I feel like I can't be still. I'm like pacing. I feel like, my chest is racing, like my heart's racing. And it's just very unnerving and unsettling.
Okay. Do you feel like this anxiety that you've been experiencing is getting in the way of you living your day-to-day life?
I mean, I'm still able to get things done, but I feel like it's affecting my overall well-being.
Okay.
I feel like it's affecting my happiness. It's affecting my motivation. I just feel in a constant state of stress, everything's heightened.
Okay. Do you feel like it's taken a toll on your sleep habits or your appetite?
I do feel like I'm waking from sleep and thinking about the things that are bothering me. I think before I go to sleep, I'm having a hard time falling asleep because I'm thinking about the things that are bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'd say it's definitely affecting my sleep. My appetite, I tend to always eat on the run, so I'm still getting snacks here and there. So I don't think it's really affected my appetite, but my sleep, yes.
Okay. Is there anything that you've noticed makes your anxiety better or makes it worse?
I have started drinking a little more. I don't feel like I drink in excess, but I do feel like I'm drinking more because of the anxiety, and that really helps.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm aware that it's not a great habit, but so far that's the only thing I've found to really help me.
Okay. Do you have any concerns about your overall safety, or do you feel safe in your home?
I definitely feel safe in my home.
Mm-hmm. Have you been experiencing any suicidal ideation or thoughts of harming yourself?
Never. I have 4 kids. I have a lot to live for, and I've never had any thoughts of harm ever.
You feel like you have a really good support system?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any history of anxiety or mental health issues?
I think throughout college, I had issues with depression, but not really anxiety. If it was anxiety, I didn't know that's what I was having, but I had a lot of pressure that I put on myself. I was pre-med at the time, so it's really, really stressful, and it can be depressing when or I felt depressed when you're working so hard constantly, and it's not failure, but you meet obstacle after obstacle. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it probably goes back to like my childhood, you know, and just a lot of pressure on me growing up. I think that probably started in high school.
Okay. And so for this depression that you were experiencing in college and high school, did you ever see anyone or talk to anyone about this or receive any kind of medication?
Yes. When I was in college, my regular doctor put me on Zoloft, I think, or Prozac. I think I was on Prozac, fluoxetine.
Okay. And do you feel like that helped with some of the symptoms?
I think it did help. I eventually took myself off of it, and I don't remember why, but I remember coming off of it and like crying for 3 days straight because it really messed with my emotions.
Yeah, I'm sure that it did. Let's see. And who was it that prescribed that medication to you? Was it your PCP or did you see a psychiatrist?
No, it was just my regular
PCP.
doctor.
Okay, what about, do you have any past medical history that you would want to talk about?
Also, I forgot to mention, she also diagnosed me with ADHD and ADD, and so I was on Adderall for a while, but I also took myself off of that. Past medical history, I don't really have any medical history, I don't think. But I do take a vitamin D supplement daily. I was recently told I'm vitamin D deficient. And I take a multivitamin, and I take fiber, and I'm also on Lexapro, which I've been on for the past year.
All right, do you have a PCP that you see regularly and they're drawing labs on you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any allergies?
Penicillin.
Okay. And I'd also like to talk to you about what your goals are as far as therapy.
Well, I'd like help navigating, you know, the situations where I'm feeling super anxious, what I can do, like, I don't know, I'm open to like any type of therapy to help me not feel this way on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. I think that concludes our interview. Do you have any further questions for me?
Where do we go from here?
We're gonna start there. We're gonna be starting therapy from here. Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming in.